Well, it's the summertime and a great time to travel, everyone. According to TripAdvisor, 95% of Americans plan to travel as much or more than they did last year. It's a great way to reconnect with family and friends, explore new places, and reward your hard work across the year with some relaxation. Our expert on safe travel tips is Dr. Derek Robinson from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Dr. Robinson, welcome back.
Thank you, Lamaya. It's great to be with you today.
Yes. So I didn't know we can store emergency information on our phone. So how does all of that work pertaining to traveling?
Well, whether your travel plans are going to take you across the state, across the country, or maybe even around the world, there are a few things that you should know. And first of all, you should plan for the unexpected. And as an ER doctor, I can tell you that most people don't plan to get sick. So I think it's important to ensure that you carry with you a list of your medications, including the doses, a list of medical conditions that you have, allergies, and ensure that you have that information either in your wallet or, as you suggested, in your smartphone. And there are health apps and others and different devices where you can easily store this information. And in fact, not only have it for yourself, but have it for your spouse or other family members that are traveling with you. This is great information to have available to first responders who may show up on the scene where you or a loved one might be incapacitated and can't provide that information, but having it available digitally can make a big difference.
And let's talk about staying hydrated, Dr. Robinson. It's been a very hot summer, and people are always on the go, especially when they're traveling on vacation. Why is hydration so important?
Well, hydration is important just as part of good health, but certainly if you're traveling and you're engaged in outdoor activities that may be vigorous, you may get dehydrated and not know it. Often, long flights can contribute to dehydration as well. So staying hydrated is important. But depending on where you go, especially if you're going to some more developed areas of the world, the water might not be safe to drink. So it's important to check the CDC website for recommendations as well as other travel information to determine whether you should be drinking bottled water while you're traveling. And also be wary of ice in some of those same environments to ensure that you don't run into a case of traveler's diarrhea, which can make your trip memorable, but perhaps not the most pleasant experience. So I would also suggest that you have conversations with your doctor or your primary care health team regarding your travel plans, depending on where you're going and some of your other medical conditions and your risk for dehydration. They may even recommend that you travel with a course of antibiotics and antidiarrheal medications so that you can help prevent having a medical emergency disrupt your trip. And one thing I didn't mention earlier, also ensure that you carry your medications with you in your carry-on bags, because sometimes bags can get delayed and sometimes trips can last a little bit longer than you expected. So be sure that you pack a few additional days of medication for your trip.
Yeah, that's good. And I've never heard the term travel diarrhea, Dr. Robinson. I'm going to remember that for the next time my family.
It certainly does happen. And so you want to think about those things ahead of time. And also,
Yeah.
we also talk about the environment that you're in. So ensure that you have sunscreen, hat, shades. If you wear glasses, be sure you bring an extra pair of glasses, extra pair of contact lenses. All those things can help ensure that you plan for the unexpected and, more importantly, you're able to enjoy your trip to the fullest this summer.
Can we talk briefly about emergency contacts? You might want to add somebody on there while you may be out of the country, have somebody back home on that contact list, right?
Absolutely. So you want to share your itinerary with a trusted family member. Be sure you know where you're staying, the contact information for those locations. And then also, again, in your smart device, ensure that you have an in case of emergency contact that's accessible even when your phone is locked. Again, that way your family members can be aware if there's some challenge that arises during the time that you're traveling. And, again, these apps are very easy to use. Even when you talk about loading medications into your app, some of them will allow you just to take a picture of the bottle. It'll read the medication name and dosage and load it right in there. So a little bit of prior preparation can make a big difference.
Yeah, and our smartphones make it a lot easier. Great advice, Dr. Derek Robinson from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.